Hi everyone, it's Mary Jo. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you to everyone who's been watching and subscribing. And if you haven't, please do so. This way you'll get noticed when my videos are up. And it helps my channel to grow also on YouTube. And I'm on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook as Enchantress Tarot or Enchantress_59. So I welcome your comments and booking readings. I'm really grateful. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching my videos. Now, this is the reading we're doing for the Libra New Moon, and that's going to be October 19, 2017, and it's at 26 degrees. So we know that Libra is about relationships. It rules the 7th house. That is all partnerships and relationships in life. Self, other, it's justice, it's clarity. It's the mental realm. It's an air sign. It's a cardinal sign, which means action is taken. It goes forward, and it's a masculine sign, so it has that protective, aggressive, bold kind of assertiveness to it as a masculine cardinal sign. And it is air, so it is the intellect. Now, I am using both my Nature's Whispers Oracle cards, and I pulled an extra from the Fairy Oracle because they kind of said to for an added blessing. All right, now remember, everyone, that Jupiter has now left Libra. And it's entered on the 10th of October, Scorpio. It'll be there for about a year. I think last week I said a year and a half. I'm sorry. During the Irma storm, we lost power, and then they had the mess to clean up. I was in my yard. I stepped on some bougainvillea needles that my neighbor threw in the yard, and I got that poison in my foot. That was bad enough. I was already feeling sick. I started weeding, and I disturbed a hornet's nest that was in the downspout of my house. I got attacked by hornets all over my right side, the bougainvillea on my left side. I was a mess. I had to get cortisone shots, steroid shots. They put me on 7 medications. I'm telling you, I've been a loopy-doopy, really. I don't know, I'm not myself. I was trying to shut the air conditioner off at work by opening the door. You ever get those moments? Well, that was me. I lost the keys to the mailbox at work. And I'm a very responsible, reliable person. So please forgive the last 4 or 5 videos if I've sounded loopy, because I was. And I'm still trying to get through this and get the steroids out of my system with a cleanse. So please forgive. And I'm so grateful for your patience with me. Okay, so what the heck was I saying? All right, yeah, so Libra now is the new moon. We want to plant the seeds. We want to use an air element. So whirligigs, fans, incense, it wafts through the air. Nice music is very Libra, and it wafts through the air. Pretty scents, feathers, anything that embodies air. You'll be outside if it's very windy or breezy. Write it down, whatever your seeds are being planted for on the new moon in Libra, regarding yourself or relating to others, and justice and balance, with harmonic balance in your life, of all things. Okay, and maybe you want to burn it or tear it up and set it, go to the wind. And don't worry if it hits the floor and it doesn't take to the wind, because it doesn't matter. It still will blow around and it still will go to ground. Mother Earth will take your wishes and create something beautiful with it. And also, like I was saying, Jupiter has now moved into Scorpio. Now, Scorpio is a water sign. It's a feminine sign, so it's receptive. It's loving, it's nurturing. Scorpios on the higher vibration are about sharing. What can I create with you? What can I give to you? They're about life, death, and rebirth. It's the alchemical process. Like I tell you, from the scorpion to the eagle to the phoenix. It's the only sign that has 3 different representations in it as it evolves, if it evolves. It is about the deep psyche. Diving deep, the watery depths, the darkness, the murkiness of ourselves on the new moon, facing and embracing those depths, reaching the bottom, understanding the bottom, accepting the lowest part of ourselves, loving it anyway, but balancing it, right, with this Libra energy, until we rise up like the phoenix out of the depths of the water and take that fresh breath with clarity. Okay, breathe in the air and knowing ourselves. It is also about the occult, which means hidden. It's not this like Hollywood occult, ooh, people killing each other, stabbing each other. The occult means hidden, definitively. Things that are hidden. Scorpios are very, very good detectives. And you want to dig deep. You want to find the truth. You want to know the truth and help it to transform yourself or the situation. They are very secretive. They can hold in secrets. On the lower vibration, they can be lying and sneaking. We want to evolve those parts of ourselves, even if we are that. Embrace it. You lie, you sneak, you're a gossiper, or whatever it is. But embrace it as part of yourself and know, this is part of me, I love it, and I can balance it, and I can use it only if necessary. Okay? So with this energy of Jupiter expanding on that, we want to use that Jupiterian energy to expand on the higher qualities of Scorpio, while this time in Libra, and not delve into using out of balance the negative side of it. So we want to transform our relationships is what I'm getting to. But it has to start with you transforming yourself. I cannot change you. Okay, if I have a problem with you, it's my problem. You are the catalyst to me, to seeing something within me that I don't like about me. And until I don't have that reaction with you or respond at all, then it's something I have to work on. So keep that in mind with this new energy of the next year in Scorpio. What do you want to look at mirroring back at you and other people that you have a problem with? When you know the problem, you have to understand is yourself. Start with that. And what do I have to grow, heal, evolve, accept, okay, and have control of in my life so that I don't let these things interfere with me being happy and having my bliss. When that person can't bother you anymore, they haven't changed, you have. You've grown. So we want this growth. We want this evolution. We want to go from that scorpion, that low vibration, stinging, stabbing. We want to elevate to the eagle, the status of rising above with clarity, between worlds of the matter and the ethos. And then evolving as the phoenix, where we rise from the ashes of what we once were, we burn off and rise to this new self. And again, with Libra, we can plant these seeds to do this, to help jumpstart this big move now for the next 12 months for us, okay? That being said, let's start with what we have here. For our new moon reading, what do you want to do right now with this new moon? Now we're getting empowerment. So for a lot of people, this is great actually after what I was just saying. You know what? Because we give away our power to other people when we let them bother us, whereas we are empowered when it doesn't bother us. It's part of the human experience, okay, that we're evolving and learning and maturing. But with this card, we have the 4 and the 5, so we have a 9. We want that to end. We want to end this disempowerment. We want to feel empowered, so with endings or beginnings. Some stability with that 4, okay, grounding, stability, and completion, and that 5 is the energy. We want to create something that is healing from the past, grounding us and stabilizing us now, so that when we go forward, we have a clear mind, a healed heart, you know, an open heart to others, to self, knowing that we are the same. This person is part of me, and I can only change me. As I shift, all things shift. And it's a lot of work to take that in. Really breathe that in, drink that in, swallow that. Let it flow through your body, you know, because that's a big one. That's deep, deep, transformative work. And I love this card because she looks like the actress from X-Men who played Jean Grey. I don't know her name. This card comes up a lot. So, and I like that because there's so many of us that are not empowered. We give our power away. I shouldn't say we're not empowered. We are empowered, but we give it away. And we have this, look, it looks like this ecliptic here with the sun and the moon. The sun and the moon are on the same page during the new moon cycle. They are conjunct. They're right next to each other. And with this new moon, they are right next to or conjunct Jupiter. Even though it's in another house and another sign. The sun and moon are in Libra, but Jupiter and Mercury are already in Scorpio. And those two are conjunct. And Jupiter's conjunct the sun and moon. So you have those 3 conjunct, and then Jupiter's conjunct Mercury. So the way we're thinking and assimilating, which is very much Libran energy, the thought process is transformative, okay? And it is about our emotions and our ego. Now, depending on what houses, because they would be right next to each other. If it's the 5th and 6th house, 7th and 8th house, that would affect what area of your life, what we just said is going to be. So to me, this is beautiful that Spirit like had me randomly pick these cards. Usually I go flip them. They told me just randomly pick them, so I did. So we do have the sun and moon right next to each other, and the sun is shining. So I'm going to go with they're saying more for the ego on this one is empowerment. And I don't mean the little ego that nags and says terrible things. The big ego that loves you unconditionally. And look at all this transformation. It's all seasons going around her. I love that. The blending like an ombre of color and seasons, spring, summer, winter, fall. That is the energy in process. No matter where you are in the earth, what hemisphere you're in, there's always energy around you that is transformative and transforming in nature, and we are part of that. You know, and she has an air of peace about her. I love that she has this shadow side to her face and then illumination. Very much what our new moon energy is, and with this scorpionic energy coming in. We value the depths of ourselves, the dark, the dead, when things decay and rot away. You know, that ugly, I hate that word, but I shouldn't say hate, but I don't like that word, ugly, but it has its purpose in the part that we don't like about ourselves, and then the illuminative, bright part, the shining that we do, the sharing that we do. But you know, it is in balance here, and that's what we are striving for. So empowerment through balancing and accepting your light and dark side. In order to get this now, you want to be your best self always. Now that's very, very true. Because like I had said, loving yourself is the forefront to anything else. Looking outside of self for love or empowerment or anything that is supposed to help you to grow isn't true. Everything's within you. You need to tap into that. Now, the 2-4 energy is a 6, so we have the harmonic balance, the number of Venus, which Venus does rule Libra. The 2 is a coupling. Libra is about partnerships and relationships. And again, another 4 to bring into stability and grounding energy. Being your best self always is about always knowing who you are, what you are capable of and not capable of, but loving yourself anyway instead of shoulda, coulda, woulda yourself. They're better than me. I don't deserve this. That's all poppycock. If you want to believe that, that's what you're creating. Okay, if you want to say it's impossible to be rich or healthy, well, you just created that very thought into reality of impossibility. Saying that I am going to do this, it's coming, believing and knowing it is possible. There's the thought you want to start with. Going into the lack and looking at yourself in the mirror and hating your thighs or your scraggly hair or your bushy eyebrows, you know, this is human nature because of our peers and the media. Loving those eyebrows, loving that hair, loving those thighs is part of who you are. It is so empowering and transformative. Because once you love and embrace everything about yourself, that is a maturation right there. And then you evolve, and things will change within you. You'll see them change outside of you as well. So remembering that, and again, I love that she's in the depths of the sea. We were just talking about that. Digging deep, very dark, murky waters, but the light is above, like I was saying. And you can come up for that fresh breath, and she's looking up to the light while she's in the depths. So you're finding that balance again between otherworldly and, you know, that spiritual ethos and this third dimension. So she's got the depths of the water here in this darker realm, and this other realm up above her, outside of her normal realm that she can be a part of and embrace, and looking to the light, but always finding the balance. Okay, and she's a mermaid. She doesn't want to be anything but a mermaid. This is a seahorse. They only want to be a seahorse. You and I need to look at ourselves and love ourselves the way we are and say, this is who I am. I love who I am. And in that acceptance, I know it sounds like a dichotomy, there is growth and the potential for change to shift once you love yourself just the way you are. Then you will see the new person arise, because you're never the same with each breath and every day. Now, looking at what's blocking us from this. Oh, I love this. The unicorn here. Oh, look at this. The Fibonacci sequence. Seed of life, the numbers of life, the mathematics, the code of life, this beginning. And it looks like it's within a bubble or a moon. You know, the dolphins here, but the dolphin doesn't look like it's in water. There's part of water, but it looks like it's coming out above it. And again, we're mixing the ethos, the air, an earth with this watery realm of emotion and depths. We're diving deep. And number 3 was creating something. This very creative number and a progression. I mean, celebrating the differences. Again, when we look at other people and we let them disempower us, we allow this because, they piss us off, they lied to me, they hurt me, they cheated on me, blah, blah, blah. It's a label. But when we celebrate the differences of light and dark, yin and yang, chaos and peace, destruction and rebuilding, you see, all opposites have a place in the universe. Accepting that there needs to be that person for balance. That thing for balance. It's the catalyst for change. Things going on in the world right now, they are there to wake us up. Wake us up, wake us up, wake us up. Okay, they are the catalyst for change. Instead of being apathetic and drone-like, walking around in our zombie state, this is forcing us to get pissed off, to get angry, to get hateful, to get hurtful, to get compassionate, to get forgiving, to get helping, to get loving. You see? Each and every action has an equal and opposite action and reaction. And this is what's happening. We're waking up, we're becoming aware. There are many still sleeping and sleepwalking, but the ones that are awake and aware are voicing their opinions. I would hope it's not with this violence, but even that, I have to tell you that darkness is a catalyst to wake the rest of us up, or the ones that are awake, aware, to respond positively, not react. We want to respond, okay, with this. So knowing the differences of all cultures, all people, all things, there's how many flavors of ice cream? Do you like this one and I like that one? Are we going to fight over it? That's how silly it can be. Embracing that there are differences. And we're all part of the same circle of life. We're all part of the energy here. That's very important to help you with your ascension, your development, accepting other people, places, and things for what they are. They are part of the storyline. The way you're perceiving them is different than the next person. You can have completely opposite opinions of everything, right? Or you both agree, or you both disagree. See, this is the whole balance. And once you can accept that that's what it is and not let it hit that ego, the little ego, that it pisses you off or angers you or hurts you, that is when you have your power. Now, Spirit is also saying the advice they could give is let love be your beacon. All of this is resonant. I really believe it is all tied in. We have another 4. So we know we're looking for that growth of potential fulfilled and stabilized. From the 1 is the thought, the 2 is the coupling or the action, 3 is being creative and making progress, but it's not done yet. And the 4 is that completed balance. And the 2 is, again, we're coupling. So we have this 6 energy. See, 4, 2, 2, 6. Opposites, right? They're the opposite numbers, but they have their purpose. And they still come out to the same thing, a 6. Balance, love, nurturance, that's the Venusian energy. That 6 has that womb, like the mother, the protector. And letting love, and I'm going to start with you and me. Let us be in love with ourselves. Looking yourselves in the mirror, saying your name, eye to eye, I love you, whatever your name is, without crying, without blinking, without looking away. It does take practice, but it's a beginning to truly love yourself, because you don't need someone else to love you. Yes, companionship is nice, and in this physical reality, what we perceive as a reality, we want physicality, love, hugs, kisses, people with great energy around us. Starting it within yourself, you see how she has her little light? It almost looks like a heart shape. But actually, it's down there in that 2nd chakra, which is very much Scorpio, because that's that creative chakra, life, and comes from there. But she's a luminant. I love the orangey tones because that's so beautiful for that empowerment color of that chakra. To create. This here is your solar plexus. It's yellow. That is empowerment. But empowering that 2nd chakra to create, that's the orange color. You would want to create this new life. That's where you give birth, right? That's where you create life, male or female. That's that part, the sexual organs, very Scorpion. Sex, reproduction, that's Scorpion. Sex for pleasure too, but mostly for recreation. Let's see what else I have here. The bunny rabbits is that fertility. And you think about it, you're going to be growing in leaps. You know how a bunny jumps and jumps and leaps, and it's very quick. So I think you're going to be doing a lot of growth there. I think these look like butterflies too. Again, the transformative energies. here this almost looks like a phoenix. I know it kind of looks like a peacock, but I'm going to go with this is that phoenix energy. This card is all about being transformative. It's saying with love being your beacon, you can change anything. And you know that. You could hate somebody. Two cultures could hate each other, and then the son and the daughter fall in love or whatever and get married, and there's a healing there. People from other nations living in America next door to each other that wouldn't dream of being next to each other in another country. I mean, hello. So this is it. Let love be your guide. Find that balance and harmonic balance, nurturance. Again, she has this shadow to her with some radiance coming from above. I like that because it looks like from the depths of your second chakra, that creation, the reproductive organs, life, okay, what you're creating. She's illuminated, you know, and she's looking somewhere else. So maybe she's looking to something that she wants to bring into her life. So let's put it that way. What do you want to bring into your life? Start with love, love of self and others, accepting the differences, and that could help you. And then we have the littlest fairy, number 20, which is definitely the number of coupling, too. With the 0, it's exponentially greater. And it says here, appreciate the beauty and value of the exquisite and the small. The pink's definitely symbolic of like a love to me. She's got the mushroom, the toadstool, her little house she's living on, her little wings. She seems very content, very cuddly-wuddly there. Let's see what it says for number 20. Okay. So, let's see. On a deliciously small sense of scale, natural beauties that may last a few minutes, dew on the grass, a rainbow in a crystal, a brief and gentle breeze on a warm summer's day, or even a reflection on water. And that's very true because water is reflective, right? You see yourself, but it's reflective in the sense that you think about things. You go deep within. You're lost in thought, okay? It's a delicious strawberry and a flower in bloom, a light moving on the periphery of your vision, signifying fairy contact. And sometimes it's angelic also. All of these things are precious, although they seem minuscule, right? So today, make an offering and thanks for a small treasure in your life and be generous with your appreciation. Don't criticize yourself. Be gentle with yourself, okay? So it's like saying the last new moon, 2016 to now, what has culminated in your life within the realm of Libra's qualities that you would be thankful for? And don't look at it, well, I didn't accomplish this, I broke off with this guy. Look at what you did accomplish. Where did you grow in the Libran energy, in the Venusian energy? Okay, and be thankful for whatever it was, large or small. It doesn't matter. You did your best, and if you feel you didn't, then you'll do it this time. Don't shoulda, coulda, woulda on yourself. Stop beating yourself. Love what you did and just know that you are doing everything you need in the storyline of your life at the rate that you need to, and everything's unfolding as it should in the universe for you. So embrace things large and small in your accomplishments for self and others. Okay, and love yourself. Very Venusian. Libran, harmonic balance starts within. So please enjoy your beautiful, beautiful new moon in Libra. And I'll have the Scorpio solar return up soon. And remember, all the other solar returns are up, so you can watch them anytime. Enjoy your new moon. Thank you, Spirit, for this beautiful reading. I'm so grateful to you. And I'm grateful for all of you, too, for watching my videos and your loving support and comments. As always, I wish you the best.